Okay, let's introduce the match.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hard Times Billiards Bellflower mini tournament of the gods. We have Jose Parica versus Efren Reyes in the first match. This is 10 ball.
No, race to 9.
Race to 9. The finals of this tournament will be race to 10. We have a 4-person tournament. The next matchup will be Ronnie Alcano versus Shane Van Boening. Joining me in the booth is Truman.
Is that who's playing in this first round?
It's Jose Parica and Efren.
Oh
Jose
man, this is so awesome.
He is currently racking.
This is so awesome. I can't take it.
Rack number 1, Jose Parica for the break.
Who do you think's going to win this one?
I really can't say.
Okay, perfect break. I mean, he didn't make a ball, but very intelligent speed.
It's a dry break now. Efren is at the table.
Play safe? Yeah. Under the 6-5. Oh, man. Awesome speed control. Okay. This is a really difficult ball to hit. The 10 ball blocks a part of the rail that he'd like to hit in order to hit the one. He's going to have to masse around the 10 ball in order to even clip it. Unless you can shoot right at it. Okay, he can shoot right at it. He was looking at it like he had to do something difficult.
Now, Truman, yesterday I believe Jose was having some difficulty with his shaft.
With his tip, but he that's his go-to if he doesn't make a ball or if he doesn't get the result he wants. And he could be right, but if so, oh my God, look at that. I try again. So okay. Kick safe attempt fails. He did get a rail, but really the only protection he has here is that Efren's over a ball. The 8 ball might hamper his playing position. But if he can miss the 8, yeah, he's going to be able to play the 2 in the other side pocket. But at the angle that he's coming into it, he really can't afford to hit the ball very hard. He probably played, Jose can make him shoot again. And he looks like he was trying to make the ball. I think either Jose doesn't realize that he can make him shoot again, or he's going to make him shoot again. I think Jose's just forgot the rules. Right? Wow. If he hits the... Pretty good shot. Who do you think's going to win this? Any ideas?
The entire tournament?
No, just this match.
This match.
Who knows who's going to play next? Another good shot. I shouldn't act surprised when he.
Who do you think?
Between these two, I give Efren a little bit of an edge, but it's not as big as it used to be, and even then, I mean, I've won money more than once when somebody gave Parica a game playing Efren. Parica's blown him out before. I think at a Peach Hour Tour event at Hollywood Billiards, you beat him like 11-4.
Yeah, this tournament, I mean, this match can go any way, really. It's whoever makes the least amount of errors will come out on top.
Efren's moving well. And in his defense, he did have a pretty difficult shot. If Parica can kick far enough behind it, he's going to kick safe here and leave him, yeah. Great shot.
It's going to be interesting to see what the magician will do in this position here.
Now, this is a really tough ball to hit, actually. I mean, he might have to masse around the 5. Okay. End rail, 2. He's going to go 2 rails. Hopefully he gets a rail. If he hits a 4, he might not get a rail. Yeah, no rail. It's ball in hand. But even with ball in hand, look at the congestion here. Look at the 4 and 6 got tied up. Parica's wishing it were 9 ball right now.
Yes.
You just look.
The 4 and the 6 did get tied up.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't go into any pocket.
And none of the balls preceding it are near enough hit to where he can break them out and play position for it. I hate this spot, but I guess he's going to get an angle on the 3 ball to try and.
I would like to put something in fairly on shaft.
Be really if he has the right angle to go into it, he can break it out. If he doesn't have the right angle, as unorthodox and bizarre as it would sound, he could actually just play safe here. But I mean, he's obviously going to play offense. He's going to try and break it out right now. But even when he breaks it out, the 4 ball is not going to go in a good direction for him. Wow.
Unfortunately, you got a little bit unlucky there.
Oh, I would say. Might not even be able to shoot directly at the ball. He might have to kick at it. But even if he kicks at it, he can kick soft and trickle the cue ball underneath the 5 ball. And I mean, obviously, Efren's going to have no problem hitting it. But yeah, okay. I mean, from here, there's no way to know if he's completely hooked or not, but if he is, that's really effective, and he's looking down table, so he's got to be blocked. He's looking at arcing it off that rail back into it, and that is such a narrow gap to go through. If he hits this ball, this is just going to be beautiful and spectacular. It's just not practical. 1 rail. That's what I suspected. Slow kick, and he's missed it. Table rolled off a little bit, but you know what? That's just the reality of playing pool, and that's part of the gamble you take when you hit a ball slowly. And everybody who plays pool knows it, and that's why you hit balls at a minimum speed, depending on how far they're going. This combo's a little hairy because that 6 ball could easily obstruct Parica from getting a shot on the 4 ball afterwards, so he's got to hit it very slow. Good shot. Now he's got to draw back through the same hole he shot the 4 ball through. and not get too steep of an angle, so he can come across and play the 7 in the same pocket as the 4 and the 6. But you know, he's jacked up over the ball. But Parica's a one pocket player. I've seen him play some absolutely beautiful one pocket. Oh, okay, he's going to play the combo. I'm going to have to pick Parica to win this game. I mean, I realize he's shooting with the bridge right now, but oh my God, he can hardly reach it with the bridge. Just don't clip the 8 ball. All right, he's out. Parica. He's going to win game 1 right now. Hard Times, by the way, everybody, is just about a full house. First blood is about to be drawn here.
And that's Jose Parica with the first shot, first rack. Race to 9.
Go Play Pool is a pretty awesome company and application. I mean, for me, as a pool player, I've often wondered where I can go play pool, who has pool tables, what those pool tables are like, how much it costs. And this is an awesome little application that works. I know it works on iPhone. I believe it works on Android also. Does Go Play Pool have an Android app? They have an Android app. And this is a great way for those of you who want to find more places in your area or who are traveling to find places where you can go play some pool. Definitely check it out. The program is constantly improving. They're constantly adding more pool halls to it, more bars with pool tables, places that have bar table tournaments. Really great idea. Go check out the App Store or the Android Market. Download a copy of it, and really just start using it to check around the places in your area that you might not have known about. Efren clipped the 10 ball. He deflected into it. So Parica's got ball in hand. He just hasn't grabbed the cue ball yet. And the tricky part here is going to be not the 1, 2, or 3, but that he's going to have to deal with the 4-7 combo. And if you haven't played here, table 6 might not be as bad as table 1, but I mean, we're talking about there being about an 1/8 of an inch difference. So it's still a super demanding table. If you're not a good player, you can just expect to miss with ball in hand sometimes. So having to play a combo on the 4-7 requires absolutely perfect position and excellent focus. He's got the right angle. He just has to have good speed and spin control and hit the part of the pocket he's aiming at. He looks focused. I mean, he loves beating Efren. Okay. Efren's probably going to play this rail first and go around the 6 ball unless he has enough room to not be overly elevated. It's difficult to get the cue ball onto the side of the table that the 4 is on. So I do expect he's going to play rail first here, but very close to the object ball rail first. Hit the 6 maybe? This is going to be tough. Safety coming up. Or even a billiard on the 7 if they're far enough apart. If you don't have a safety, you have to play something offensive, even if it's low percentage. Sometimes a low percentage is your highest percentage. Wow.
He just feathered that 4 ball.
The master. Efren looks a little down on himself right now. He needs an offensive opportunity, and he needs to execute well when he gets it. He looks a little frustrated. I got a feeling Jose is going to play this slow speed, try and go one rail, not two rails into the 4. 2 rails requires him to hit it hard. One rail. Oh my God!
He hit that rail
He did.
first.
Yeah, he did play 2 rails, but he hit it thin enough to where the 4 ball got a rail.
Sometimes respond to chat, you know?
Yes, I'm keeping an eye on it.
Maybe go behind the 7 here.
Yeah.
Because I'll be playing it later.
Final space is Huh? Oh, we're gonna play later.
Maybe not.
Yeah, we'll play.
So you don't miss up the first 32.
Yeah. Okay.
These are difficult shots. These are definitely missable. Well hit. I know the last time I mentioned that Parica likes beating Efren, he missed a ball, but I mean it. Parica cares more about beating Efren than anyone, because people used to talk about how Parica wasn't as good as Efren, and Parica loves mentioning how many times he beat him, and I beat him to death in this tournament and beat him to death in that tournament, and they get compared to each other a lot because Parica was one of the first Filipinos, and Efren is one of the best. So they do get compared often, and Parica resents that he's not the one who's regarded as the better of the two, irrespective of what the consensus of pool players and fans seem to think. He's convinced that he is, and I know he's going to try and assert that right now.
And he's definitely showing that off at the table right now.
I got a feeling it's going to be 2-0. And he looks pretty fierce right now.
He is. He's really focused.
He wants
looks
it.
Focused. He's playing at his pace.
Awesome.
Just while they're racking.
We'd like to thank Crown City Billiards for their sponsorship of this stream tonight.
Corey's a good guy. He's got a lot of great product, great website. Definitely check out Crown City Corey. He's also a very good pool player. I know that if anybody lives anywhere near Pasadena and wants to work on their game, it's a very good idea to go check out what Corey has to say about it. He's got great fundamentals, executes well, but most importantly, he's very knowledgeable and gives good instruction. Alcano and Shane are both warming up, and I got a feeling they're going to be ready to put on a match for us. Oh, man.
Beautiful.
Beautiful is right. This table doesn't roll level either.
Good speed as well.
Yeah, very judicious. The exact right amount of speed. You hit it on the head. You had to hit it hard enough to where it would roll straight and soft enough to where you would have the correct angle to get down table on the 4. It's got a very tight channel between the 5 and the 9 ball after he comes to this rail past the 2. And if you clip the 5, I mean, you're pretty much doomed. If you clip the 9, you could scratch. Great shot.
Just used all of that corner pocket there to get to where he is on the 3rd.
Oh yeah, exactly. Use the whole thing. This is tough. I mean, there's just no way to slow roll this 3 ball in and hold it for the 5. I mean, unless you hold it for the 4 ball. You have to, I think, go around the table, so in between the 5, 6, and then not hit the 7 to come back around for the 4 ball, and I don't think that's even remotely possible. He's looking at it. I don't see that happening. And then he's got to get the correct angle so he doesn't have to run into the 10 to get onto the 5. You know what I'm talking about there, right? Just too much traffic.
Exactly.
Alcano's playing on table 1 and making it look like a bar table. Weirdly, when you miss a ball, you don't want to get too safe because the incoming player will make you shoot again.
Efren hasn't had much of a chance to actually shoot in this match yet.
No, but he's used to it. I mean, all he plays is great players, so of course he's going to have spent some time in his chair, biding his time, waiting for an opportunity. Efren, yeah, Efren just said that.
A little smile saying, I kick, I save, I kick.
He's a jovial, likable guy. The 7's big here too. Oh. So is a corner pocket. Oh man. Efren has another safety opportunity. You know, I feel like sometimes when I play I get these kinds of opportunities.
No, that's true.
How about you?
You just spend your entire match just kicking, safing.
Yeah.
You know, we'll just let the other player make all the balls in.
Kind of like seeing other people deal with it.
Great shot there by Efren. Efren with a beautiful cut, but not much reward there. And he's forced to play another safe.
How did Efren get here? Did he miss and then Jose played safe?
So Efren cut the 3 in off
Okay.
the short rail, and then he ended up a little funny on the 4 and had to play a safe.
Oh my
Kicked
God.
the 4,
He missed that by a
Efren
whisker.
just misses that 4 ball by a whisker,
Wow.
giving Jose the ball in hand.
For the 3rd game in a row.
I guess he can continue to kick and safe and kick
Yeah.
and safe.
He's going to get his opportunities, though. I feel
Yes.
pretty confident
It
in
is
that.
definitely hard to get into a rhythm when you're not shooting, you're just kicking and safing.
It was that tough of a shot, but he knew it was that tough. He could have played that in the corner. He just didn't want to deal with the risk of shooting that in the corner. But I think Efren's going to have to. I mean, he's got to play safe again. Yeah, he's going to kick to the short rail and try and kick and stick and get the cue ball behind the 5.
Now, for those of you out there who beat yourself up missing a ball in hand,
Oh, he's going to try and make this ball. He needs to call it. He needs to call it, or Jose's going to charge him with having not called it. Okay. No matter.
I'm sure between the two of them, it's pretty understood, where they're trying to go.
Yeah, but you know what? I guarantee you Parica would hold Efren accountable for an ambiguity. Oh, boy.
That 4 ball just does not want to go down.
Well, that's kind of a testament to how difficult it is when you tighten up the side pockets. Efren gets an opportunity. He falls short on the first one. He's got to play 3 rail position here. I think he's playing 3 rails. Yeah, okay. The master's touch.
Efren's now making quick work of this rack here.
This is a tough shot here. This is touchy. The 10 ball blocks him. If he stays high on the 8 ball here, yeah. So he's gonna have to deal with the 10 ball here.
Too much of a problem for him.
No, the gap between the 10 and the corner pocket, if he plays out 2 rails, is very, very small from that 8 ball. He's gonna either have to draw or go forward with inside. Ooh, that was an awesome shot.
Yeah, he hit that with a little bit of low right.
And he only had maybe 1.5 inches in excess of the width of a ball. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
A little short on the 10.
Can't say I haven't done that about 1,000,000 times on this table. I'd say he's trying to make it, right?
Yes, he is.
Wow.
Efren gets on the board. All right, right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Busch will now be getting back into the booth.
Wasn't the prettiest rack, but once Efren gets rolling, he's going to play a little better than he had, and he really did get difficult opportunities. I guess he's decided to put his break cue together.
How you doing, Truman?
Hey, Daniel, how are you?
I'm great. I've
Me
been
too.
out there just talking a little bit with John Bertone of Kamui Tips. He's here. Nice break. Wow, what a killer break. Look at that.
Efren
Two
needs
balls
it.
right there.
He's still got the 5-10 to deal with, but Efren needed to get something going. He needed a rhythm to happen here. Even if it is just getting the right angle on the 5 to play a safety, he's got the 10 and the 8 to come up with some sort of a strategy to block Parica.
He missed the 2.
He was going to break out the 5 ball. He had the angle on the 3 ball to break it out.
Right, kind of skid off the paint of the 5 ball and
Yeah.
create a little bit of angle.
Still not easy. Parica's going to have to draw back to the side of the 3 ball that Efren left it on in order to have a chance at breaking out the 5 ball for himself. Wow.
Was that a miscue?
No.
Or just a miss?
No. He slightly overcut it. He twirled the ball tremendously, and it curved a little bit more than he planned. Efren's going to break out the 5 right here. Oh, he tried. No doubt about that. And he got lucky with an angle on the 3 ball to do it here. Well, I'm positive he was trying to graze that 5 ball right there, or the 10. He just so happened to get... I mean, do you think it's possible he was playing both to try and break it out, and if he doesn't break it out to get... Oh, man.
That was perfect. I wouldn't put it past him to think of those percentages.
Yeah, exactly. What do you do here? Do you bump the 10 and risk tying up the
6
7?
is under the 9. He's gonna have to. He's got a little angle. He's gonna put a little follow on this and just come up above 10 where the cue ball is now.
Wow.
No.
And he's not missing by very much. I mean, the ball's going into the jaws of the pocket and coming out. Shane's over there just destroying the pockets, blasting everything in. Parica's got really the narrowest of margins to get some sort of a shot on the 6 ball. Ideas here?
Well, my idea is, he's going to have to play a difficult shot. He needs clearance from that 8 ball so that he can get a shot on the 6. He's miscuing again. You know, he actually told me, or his son, Paulo, earlier today, he told me that Jose's just getting used to that cue, or that shaft.
Okay.
So, I think that he's been well known for having like a huge collection of cues and changing cues in the middle of a match.
Him and Moro.
Jose's very well known for doing that, and he's still doing it today.
Yeah.
And so he hasn't really had a lot of time behind the cue that he's using.
These guys are always hitting toward... there are going to be many shots where they're hitting the edge of the cue ball to get maximum spin. Inside English here? It's Efren's forte, but no, it goes down to the end rail. All right, so this is going to be a tied-up match right here. Shy of a heart attack, Efren's going to run these 2 out.
Great shot, great out there. That was a little bit of a scrappy rack there.
Doesn't make me feel as bad when I watch these guys miss a few times into the side pockets.
So we have a match here. It's now 2 games each, right?
Yeah. Going to 9 right now, correct?
That's correct. And the finals will be a race to 10.
That was a pretty effective break. Nothing's tied up. The only problem here is coming up with a pocket for the 3 ball. But if he can come up with a plan for the 3 ball, this has got Efren's name on it.
Well, he's got an angle to shoot this to in the side.
Oh my God! And run
course.
into the 8 ball and hold it.
Wow, to run your cue ball into that much traffic and still come up roses is, this is why we watch these guys.
Exactly.
These are the masters right here.
Exactly.
Now he's going to have to try to do the same thing here. Roll the cue ball around the 9 and go between the 7 and the 8.
In his defense here, he gets to be closer to the object ball while doing it. He's using inside here. Oh my God.
Oh, he's going totally inside.
God.
What a great shot.
Wow. That was just a billiard shot. I mean, yeah.
That was like 2 Q-tips.
Oh, it was the edge of the ball.
Right of center.
The edge of the ball. So he's got to dodge a lot of traffic again, but well, I think if he gets good position on the 6 ball, everything else is going to be he's going to be able to keep tight enough position that it's going to look like a certainty. From here out, I think Efren's going to make it look easy, even though it's not. High ball with a little bit of right-hand spin. Shoot the 7 in the side. Keep an angle on the 8 to play the 9 in the same pocket. Either trickle it in, which I think he's in, but he'll hit it with inside, right? Okay. Slide over. It's a stop shot on the 9 to get straight in on the 10.
Well, that was some real good moving right there.
Yeah. Vintage Efren Reyes right there.
Wow. And Jose drops back 1 game. It's now 3 games to 2 Efren's way. It's going to be a race to 9. And once again, we'd like to thank Ramin Bakhtari, Marianne Starkey of Go Play Pool. Download the Android or the iPhone app now. It's a free app. Search billiard directories all over the country at Go Play Pool. Find out what tournaments are happening, what kind of action. Receive discounts and coupons for services and products through those different venues all over the country. Want to thank Go Play Pool for their support of this tournament.
For those of you that are that live in or near Vegas, a good friend of mine, Max Eberly, is a pool instructor out there, and you can check out Powerful Pool by Max Eberly or ProPoolAcademy.com. That's ProPoolAcademy.com. Not only does he give a lot of great instruction, but if you upload a video of yourself playing, I think he said, something somewhere around 3 minutes, he'll give you a critique of your game. You can journal progress over time with videos and critiques and see if you're really making improvements over time. I know I've been guilty of thinking I've made improvements and I'm still making the same mistakes. So it's a pretty great opportunity to get some information from a guy who's very articulate, knowledgeable, educated, and an excellent pool player. And that's at ProPoolPlayerAcademy.com. And get a little bit of insight from the master at Powerful Pool.
Absolutely. I gave away a 3-disc set of Max Everly's Powerful Pool DVDs just 2 days ago on Sunday at the Hard Times Sunday tournament here. And if you are just getting into the pay-per-view screen and you're just joining us, I want to let you know that this is a 4-man tournament. $100 buy-in for all of the players. 4 men. That is 4 pool gods. Efren Reyes, Jose Parica, Shane Van Boening, and Ronnie Alcano are all here. And they're playing a 4-man single elimination tournament, race to 9. The final will be race to 10.
He's playing the 3-ball here. He called the 3, so he's playing the billiard on the 1.
Look at that. Such a nice touch, man.
He knows it's going to happen, and he probably played the angle on the 1 ball to break the 2 out. I mean, no joke. He just does stuff like that. He's been playing pool for about 40 years and doesn't really have to expend a whole lot of mental energy on pocketing balls. So you get to see the fertile and creative mind of Efren Reyes. And as a guy whom I've played chess with, I'll tell you, very intelligent guy.
Yeah, I got a chance to talk to Efren earlier today. He was real easy, real approachable, real friendly. And, I don't know him very well. I mean, this is my first time meeting Efren, and I'm really honored to be here covering this event.
Totally agree with you.
Jose now has, only half an opportunity here. There's going to be
Get behind the 6-ball.
Yeah, there's going to be some jockeying for position here.
Oh, man, if he wouldn't have caught the point, he could have, because, the point consumed some of its energy. It might have gotten behind the 6-ball.
Well, I don't think anybody's going to do anything serious until it's really decided what's going to happen with that 2 and that 5 cluster at the midsection of the table on the right side. Oh, and that's the 8-ball sitting below those 2 balls too. By the way,
he's going to try and tie it up. No, he's trying to hit it.
He's just trying to hit it. At that point, you're not even worried about the 1 that much. I mean, you are against these guys.
He's going to break this out right here. It's just a matter of whether he's going to get lucky and get a shot on it. But he's going to hit that 5-ball. And he's probably going to hit the side of the 5 he wants, too.
This is going to be a 3-foul rule event here, too, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
I would imagine.
Okay.
World 10-ball rules.
Yeah. I agree.
It's call shot. And by the way, the 10-ball does not count on the break in any pocket.
You think he's trying to break this out here? Yeah, right?
He is.
Yeah, okay.
Why not? Look at that.
Oh, man.
He tried to just bump the 5 out.
He did. That side pocket has really not been his friend today.
That's a smart way to play that shot. Look at that safety. Look at that. Thin the 2-ball, hits the rail, and he gets there.
Jose's lucky it's not frozen. Jose can play 2 rails and play just about the same shot and put Efren in about this. Oh, he can even shoot at it.
He can feather the 2. So
okay.
Feather it so that you can't really do anything. And I would imagine that Efren, you can't
He's looking
mess
to see
around
if
with
the
this
5
too
goes
much.
in.
I think they're frozen.
Yeah, but the 5 might go in the corner pocket. Yeah, he just called the 5-ball by the 6.
This would
so he's got to kick
shot.
slightly into the 2 to make sure that the.
Oh my God! He got help from the 6.
I think
he got help from the 6.
I think actually he might have called safe. Actually.
Oh, did he?
I'm wrong about that.
Jose's shooting.
Yeah.
So he did call a safety.
Well, Jose has the option here. Yeah, he's going to let him shoot.
He did call safe. Okay.
Yeah, I was wrong. I thought he pointed at that pocket, but. Look at that.
Well, not enough.
I think
a little too much angle on that for the cue ball to come all the way down.
Though. There's just no way he's getting this ball back. He's jacked up, and that 8-ball would block the absolute best real estate to move the cue ball back if he were to go for that power shot. This shot's here.
There is a stop shot here where he could play the 2-ball 3 rails
good
around.
Call.
He's got to worry about the 6.
I mean, I guess he could blast this in and play 2 rails past the 9-ball. Oh my God!
How about that shot? How about that shot?
That was
Truman?
just spectacular. That's your money's worth right there.
Well, he's going to have to do something very, very similar, you know, because now he's got to get up table for the 6. I don't see a lot of angle on this ball.
Not a whole lot of angle, but if he chooses to hit it with outside spin, he can get short side on the 6 ball. The next problem is that 7 ball is really not that great, and if he plays the billiard on the 10 from the 7 ball, he'll be betting the game on it most likely.
Well, let's deal with the problem at hand. He really just needs to get a decent shot on the 6. And he's almost straight here, so he's going to have to just. He had more angle than I thought.
You just need like a little bit of angle, and it's there. The fact that he was looking at the 7 suggested that he felt good about it at least. He looks like he wants the billiard. Yeah. He's got to go through the 7 a little bit, so he almost can't draw back. Like he'd have to go forward with a little bit of inside. Yeah, so he's going to have to hit this really hard, I think. With a little bit of right-hand spin. And Efren can make him shoot again, but I doubt he would. Maybe check out their Facebook page.
Yeah, or the
Singer Knack.
website, the Go Play Pool website, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could just go to goplaypool.com. You'll find out more information about that app and where to retrieve it.
Efren's favorite shot, that side pocket. Watch him play it in the corner. Wow, he still almost didn't make it. It wiggled in 3 rails.
Oh, these are tight pockets, man. I mean, these are 4-inch pockets.
Yeah, they sure are.
A little bit smaller than that.
I have debated this with Eddie, and we got measuring tape out, and he had to concede that match because they absolutely are 4 inches.
So here we are, guys. The home of champions, Hard Times Billiards. And you're watching the Pool Gods play. Jose Parica and Efren Reyes. I'm sitting here with Truman, Wolfolk, and we are watching a race to 9 right now between Efren Reyes and Jose Parica. The score is currently 4-2. Efren leads. It is a 4-man tournament, $100 buy-in each, and it'll be $600 added to this event. I want to thank our sponsors, Kamui Tips, Virtual Pool 4, GoPlayPool.com, and of course, Corey Harper, Crown City Billiards.
1 in the side, looking like he's going to get a shot. Well, was going to get a shot on the 2. 3-ball might have found enough of a window, if not for offense, for maybe a little bit of defense or some moving.
Also want to thank all of our viewers that are watching today. Thanks so much for joining us last minute on this stream. For those who don't know, you still have the option to buy the pay-per-view throughout the evening. I hope you're enjoying this. Well, looks like we got a little bit of a, Jose's looking at the bank on the 3, but he's also seeing how the 5 and the 9.
I think maybe.
Well, the 5 and the 9 are like wired if the 3 isn't there.
That's true.
He can't see the 3. I think the 10's in the way.
I think he can play to the edge of it, or he can kick 2 rails softly behind it and maybe ticky and get back to the rail. But I think he can hit. I think he can hit it. Is that the 1?
Oh, shit.
Okay, he's playing the.
Sorry about that, guys.
Great
Whoopsie.
shot. Look at that. Played a nice shot.
My apologies for that little graphic problem there. I promise it won't happen again. I think I need a larger piece of paper.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, Eddie. What did I miss?
Wow.
All right, so in an effort to help one of our audience members in the here at Hard Times, I missed that great shot.
Oh, this is... Wow. He's upset because he tied up the 8 and the 10. At least the 8 might go in the side pocket from where the 7 ball's at. If he gets a good angle on the 7 ball, he could slide down to play the 8 in the corner. This angle, he actually could run into the 8 and 10 as well. But that's dangerous because if he runs into the 8 and 10, he might not get position. So he's going to have to maybe slide off of either the 8 or the 10. That's what he's looking at. He's looking at sliding off of the edge of the 10 to get down table on the 7. This is going to be a rather impressive shot. Oh my God, that is...
Using the 10 ball then.
Beautiful.
There as a...
he broke out the 10.
As a roll away.
Yeah.
I don't know what to call that, but as a carom.
Breakout.
He just caromed off, you know.
Man.
And he's rolling, he's rolling. Where is
my
it? He's out of
God.
position. He's frozen
Oh my
to the 10.
God, that hurts.
Man.
That's a bad roll, actually.
Well, what are you going to do, Truman? You know,
That hurts. You know, he hit that with outside English, and I've been confused by this measle ball. It seems like with a red circle, if you hit it with outside, it'll even play longer than where it initially spins off of. And with the measle ball, it looks like it either shortens up or just plays really true. And so if you've, you know, like these guys have spent 30 years playing with the other kind of ball, it's just one of those weird little nuances. Look at this.
well, that was an excellent effort. I think it's going to go back to Efren.
It is, but this isn't necessarily an offensive. This isn't.
Position to be in.
This isn't a certainty. That's for sure.
Well,
He's
not.
gonna be over the. He's gonna be bridging over or something.
He's on the home stretch, but he's still got.
He's using inside English.
He's got
that he
someone in
doesn't
a shadow right now. Let's see what happens.
have. Wow,
Oh man.
that's right. I couldn't do that if I could reach it. Let
That
alone
was a
use
great
bridge.
shot. That was better than a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, think really.
Absolutely. He kind of stole this game.
Well, it's not over yet, you know.
No.
He stole the game. Yes,
stole the
not
game.
the match, but
Yeah.
he stole this game. And speaking of stealing the game, it's now 5-2. Jose, you know, coming out of the gate pretty strong there.
Yeah.
But boy, what a bad roll on that 7 ball, huh?
Man, that hurt.
Freeze
that
up
hurt
against
me
the 10
up
like
here.
that. Absolutely got robbed.
You know, Efren must have been pretty happy about that when he saw that happen.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he had finished all the hard work, you know. 6, 9, 10. Man, doesn't have anything too easy to work with here either.
Oh, yeah. Because he had a bunch I saw him there today.
Wow. Well, he picked up a little bit of a good roll there, but that's not going to win him a game. That's just going to maybe win him an extra inning. 'Cause he didn't hit that ball well. I think Efren can kick behind it. What is he calling there? He's not calling the 7, right? He just flailed it. He is calling the 7 ball.
Well, this is kind of a built-in safety, you know.
Yeah, but you can't play two-way shots with this format. It's almost like neither of them realize that they can give stuff back.
Well, just to, I guess I'm not trying to, contradict you, but
That's okay.
a two-way shot in that case is good because if he makes the 7 ball, yeah, you're right. He does have to deal with it. Well, maybe he called the 1. He actually probably called the 1.
No, he
because
called.
you
I
see
think
where
he
has
called
shape for the 2 right now.
Yeah, that's
He called
possible.
the 1. He called to play the bigger pocket that the 7
Right.
ball enabled for him. That's basically what that was. He called the 1.
What I'm saying is if he had happened to have gotten particularly safe, which I would say missing the ball is more likely than making it, Parica is going to have the option there.
Well,
That's a good shot. That's one pocket knowledge. I mean, he just sees it instantly. Those 2 balls represent a blocker, and the cue ball plays easily off of it, 2 rails. I think Parica picked up the window, go behind the 10. Needs a little more of a bounce. Billiard? Oh, he's just playing to make the ball. It must fit past 7. Or doesn't.
Well, Parica really needs to, to kind of reach in his bag and make a few things happen.
Definitely the right time for that. Bank the 1 ball. Oh, or not. I think.
Oh, that was not good. That was not good speed.
Huh. Not really sure what his plan was. I don't think this is cuttable, but. Oh,
He
wow.
overcut it. This is
Yeah,
what
that was a
Parica
little
needs.
too hard.
Jose really needs this right now.
Yeah. And he knows it. He just grabbed a little bit of powder.
But you know what?
The 2 is tough.
I tell you what,
Yeah.
a real champion, he's got to do all the work right now.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily something he wants to do right now. He wants to like knock away 2 or 3 balls, and he miscued again.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of work to do right now. This 1 rack is this is like overtime on a double shift right now. He's couple games down.
This is the 2 ball here is not the end of the world, just because you can literally roll it in, and as long as you have good speed control, you get position on the 3 ball.
He's got natural angle there.
Natural angle. Just pocket the ball. Perfect.
As stated by
Really?
Truman.
Really pretty. Right?
It was good. It's good work.
Straight in, he'll have to go forward with a little bit of inside English to come around.
All right, Jose is he's really taking a look at this cue tip now. Like I said, he's not used to this cue, or at least the tip he's using.
Draw back.
So he's almost kind of grinding that tip as though he's using a piece of chalk.
No, he pulled one of those little pokey things.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Tip tapper. You know?
Tip tapper.
He's using it like a piece of chalk right now.
Yeah.
He doesn't trust
Jose
that
does
tip.
need some Kamui chalk. Draw back, play the 5 in the side. Oh, 5 in the corner. It's probably smarter, You get the wrong angle in the side pocket, and it's catastrophic.
Well, he's real good at finesse, and he knows, just that 1 shot in the last rack where he was frozen against the 10. That's got to scare someone. If I were the one made that mistake, I'd be scared for the rest of the set.
Yeah. Sometimes I do get totally intimidated because this table plays tight and fast, so you really have to have a lot of finesse.
It sure does. And he's also dealing with the cue. So.
Yeah. You think he's going to try and graze the 8 ball here? I think he's playing 2 rails into that. Yep.
Look at that. Definitely working.
Of course it's going to get over and nearly frozen to the rail. Of course it is. Why would you expect anything else? Now he's going to have to play that 8 ball down the rail and come across table to get a shot on the 9 ball. And if he's not careful when he goes from the 8 to the 9, he might be playing the 10 ball in the same pocket as the 8.
Well, you know, it's like I said, he's putting in the work right now. He's putting in the work.
And, yeah. He's going to stay focused here. Oh, what?
Oh, man. That is not fair.
He overcut it a little bit.
He overcut it, and he actually got difficult position on the 9, too.
A little bit. He was right to not get straight in. This angle is actually a little tougher, right?
Oh, no, he's fine.
I know he is, but he's got to hit it like center ball outside.
He's fine.
Yeah, officially.
No, well, yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Let's hope all bets are not off for Jose Parica right now, who is trailing Efren Reyes 6 games to 2.
It's pretty critical right now.
This is critical. This has been 2 critical games for Jose that he has had the chance to close out, and unfortunately has not been able to do that. This table's beaten him up a little bit, and so is his cue.
Yeah, same pocket both times. He got hooked, and he's missed into that same pocket by overcutting it a little bit. I think Efren plays the combo.
3-7 combo.
No, the 1-8.
The 1-8 combo. Well, I'm not sure about that. I don't think that's Efren's style.
I'm going to say he plays it. I don't think he makes it. He's playing it. Oh, you're right. Look at you. Go ahead and deal with that. He was trying to deal with the 3 all at once. Good call.
Yeah, Efren's not going to take any serious chances, especially if you see the 3 and the 7 and the 10 down there.
Yeah.
They're all tied up. It's a mess down there, you know. Just be patient and wait for a definitive chance.
So Jose is going to shoot almost straight at the 1 ball with a little bit of follow, make the cue ball follow back to the rail, and just about 3 rail the 1 ball down by the 6-10-3. Oh, what? I don't even understand why you would do that. There's no way to get a shot on the 2.
He might have been hoping for a kick off the 4 ball on the way up, on the way back. You know what I mean?
Okay. He can again use the 6-10-3 as
he's
blockers.
Got a safety right now. He's okay.
He's
right
thinning
now.
it.
Yeah. He's going to use the 8. That was a good shot. Supporters in the room for Jose Parica are keeping their fingers crossed here as Efren gives up ball in hand.
Jose's got to be happy that 4 ball didn't do anything funny with the 8. Do you think the 3 ball goes?
I don't think the 3 ball goes, no. And that's a definite problem. For those who can't see on the screen, the 3 ball is hiding behind the 10 ball there, right next to the 7 ball.
So he could draw off the 2 ball. Oh. So he's going to follow?
Well, he might basically just shoot this in, no rail, draw, into the 10. But there's so many problems with that. He might miss it.
It looks to me like he's going to go forward with a lot of outside.
Now, I think the angle he's looking at now is either 1 rail or I like 2 rails and coming underneath.
That's what I like. I agree with
the
you.
310.
I agree with you.
You got the 6 there stopping
you
the
could
cue
hit the
ball.
6 and still not disturb the 10-3.
See what he does
He's doing
here.
something else. He's not doing what he lined up, is he?
He's going 1 rail. He knows his angles.
Yeah. 6 wasn't the problem, though.
Hey. He knows his angles, and
I have no idea what to do here. There might be a way to use the 7 if he can shoot straight at the 3 ball, get the 3 on the other side of the table, and lock the cue ball against the 7, but Other than that, I don't have any ideas even.
Well, he could thin the 3 and try to bring the cue underneath the 6. If he has room to pass the 7.
Yeah, I looked at that, but then the 3 ball is going to be on the same side of it.
Well, he's
a little more sensible.
I don't know about you. Efren can cut this, but I think he'll kick it.
He can, but he's not going to. Yeah, I like that second call.
Nope, he uses 6.
He gave up a shot. Not a shot, but he gave up. I think Jose can shoot at it, right? Yeah, he looks like he can shoot at it. He looks like he can shoot the 3 pass in between the 8 and 4.
Efren played the simplest shot right there. That's basically what he did.
So he's expecting to make something. So here's what he's looking at. He's looking at where the cue ball is going to go after he pockets a 3, because he's expecting to make the 3 ball down here past the 4 and 8. This is going to be a pretty shot if he makes this. Nope.
Oh my goodness, for Jose, that's like a sellout.
Well, this isn't exactly easy. Jacked up over the 10. Not allowed to disturb the 10, that's for sure. That's part of the rules. Oh, he's not really jacked up over it. He's probably gonna have to run into the 4 ball though. Oh my God. Did they not realize what he just did?
Oh, that was pretty amazing.
Spectacular. God. He jumps the ball.
Efren is trying to hand Jose a pink slip.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Right now. And the way Efren's playing, it's looking pretty good for him.
Doesn't like this angle. I'm surprised he hasn't shot it yet. The 8 ball is not very far from the pocket. He must be really straight in or something. Straight in, slightly on the wrong side. Doesn't want to get behind the 9. You get right on top of this.
Yeah, nice shot. That's a good shot.
Yeah, he's going to have to play 2 rails, hit the rail just before the side pocket. And then come down, hit the chalk near the middle of the end rail. And he's hoping to not have anything go wrong with that 10 ball. But he's already acknowledged that there's a possibility of getting behind the 10 ball. He only has to make this, but he's got to make sure that nothing, again, that he hits it at a pocket. Okay, beautiful. That was an amazing run out.
Well, the key shot was that 4 ball or the 3 ball.
Yeah, Parica, Parica, he did what you're supposed to do, which is once you've decided you're going to go for it, that it's the highest percentage shot, get all that I might miss out of your head, and he went after it with 100%. And in these rules, there's no benefit to playing a 2A shot, so he did it right. He just didn't have the accuracy. And there have been a few times where he's gotten some bad rolls. Efren can actually make this 1 ball. And I wouldn't put it past him to make it and play back and forth 2 rails with the cue ball to shoot the 2 ball in the pocket that the cue ball is nearest now. I think he's going to go forward 2 rails, right? Not really forward, just go back and forth. Okay. Parica has a similar shot in terms of how to get position.
Well, this is a huge gap. 2 games to 7.
So he's playing the 1 ball past the 5. And he's looking at the 5 as though he makes the pocket a little bigger. So I imagine he's going to hit it like, no, he missed that by a mile.
Oh, he's playing a safety, Truman.
Oh, was he?
Yes,
Is that what
absolutely.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Boy, we should match up sometime.
Okay. I thought he was pointed. He gestured something to do with that pocket near the 5 ball. I don't know.
Efren's going to take this on.
Did you see how much inside he put on that?
Well, he failed to make this ball, but he didn't leave Jose as open as he'd like to be. So
leaving. So he could thin this 1 ball and maybe get the cue ball back on the 6, or hit it really thin and play 3 rails to get around it. There we go.
yeah, no safety, Truman. He's got a clear shot. He's going to take this 1-5 on.
It was the highest percentage shot I saw. Sometimes your best shot isn't a particularly good one. What are you going to do? You still got to shoot. It's still your turn.
Yeah. Well,
Thin this
Efren
one.
will almost undoubtedly put Jose in jail right now.
Just try and get him with the 4 ball, I think. Okay, even better. That was my second guess.
All right, he ain't in jail. He's in the holding tank, though. So
Yeah,
see how
he'll kick
he's
at
gonna
this.
kick.
Yeah,
Yes,
he should kick near the 1 ball. Send the 6 ball to the side rail and back towards where it's at now, and the cue ball back to where it's now. You know which one I'm talking about.
I do.
2 rails. Scratch in the side. Oh. He was aggressively trying to get safe there. Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, he knows he needs to thin that ball.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, this is a roadmap right here. Efren's clearly, barring any unforeseen mistakes, Efren will be fine here. 2 rails around for a shot in the corner pocket if he can't get past the 10.
Flow forward.
No, he can get past the 10.
Well, now he'll probably play 1 rail with just a little bit of inside English. Come towards the center of the pocket, center of the table. Soft follow with outside. Forced to the rail and back out. Oh, he might play the 9 in the corner also. Okay. There we go. Side pocket. He probably doesn't like this angle if he's straight in. Okay. Any sharper of an angle on the 9 ball on the side and it gets a little scary.
Wow.
Turning into a blowout. And really, I wouldn't say Parica's played bad.
He's not playing bad. I mean, he's getting some bad rolls. I would say maybe he, misjudged a couple of the safeties that he played.
Agreed.
I mean, he's not, and he's been having terrible time with the cue he's using.
Yeah.
So Efren's on the hill, guys. 8 games to 2.
Wow. I thought it was going to be a whole lot closer than this. Man, this is not a pleasant rack to come to the table with when you're down and your opponent's on the hill.
So after this match, definitely stays tuned for Shane Van Boening versus Ronnie Alcano. Same format, race to 9.
It's
and we're going to be also joined by John Bertone from Kamui.
yeah. If I may say to you guys out there, I don't know if you realize this, but head on over to YouTube and do a search for Alcano, and look how many videos you find from the last few years. See if you find any. Seriously, it's kind of why
Hasn't
I was
been
so
playing
interested.
much. Has not been playing much.
And
or not that. Just hasn't been
hasn't been
featured
anywhere.
much.
Yeah. And actually, that's kind of what prompted me to work on
To initiate
contributing
getting
this
this match
because
together. Yeah.
That guy is just, and he's such an unbelievable talent, and for the world to not have any access to video that he's been in is impoverishing, if you will. I've spent a lot of time looking for videos by him, and I never find them.
Yeah. Well, it's a rare treat for us to have these 4 champions
Yeah.
all together in the same arena. Shane Van Boening is over on table 2 right now, just warming up, hitting some 4-rail bank shots and 3-rail caroms. I think Jose's safe here, but Efren will almost certainly have the option to play a masse here.
Did he
He's
just
calling-
call that pocket?
He's calling the back corner pocket
So
or the
he's
top
going to kick
right
2
pocket.
rails into it?
Look at this, 1 pocket shot.
And you got a rail.
Yeah, he did because he double kissed the 4.
Yeah.
That's probably what stopped the ball going in.
Yeah. Could be. Play the cue ball under the 10. And he might not have him under the 10, but Efren has frozen that back rail. This is no picnic. Efren just called the other corner pocket. I don't understand it. Because now Jose can make him shoot again. If he is blocked, he can make him shoot again. He called the pocket. Does anybody else find this confusing? Why he's calling the pocket when it's such a difficult shot? Good shot. Pretty decent speed control there. Try and kick 2 rails, hit the bottom side of the 4 softly. Get him with the 8. To no avail. Might have left him the side pocket, but he'll probably go for the corner just so he has the angle to play the 5 past the 9 ball if it goes. All right. Came out off the second rail long, play the 5 in between the 7 and 8. I think the 7's blocking a little bit of the pocket. Efren's going to play forward and almost bump the 6. This is a pretty sharp angle. He's going to have to do something a little magical here. He's either got to play the cue ball in between the 8 and the corner pocket or bank it or risk running into the 7 ball. He's acknowledged that he's playing offense. Bump the 7, no shot. He'll graze this and send the cue ball. Probably going to try and leave him table length. Inside English, extreme inside, so he's going to thin it and try and just go 1 rail and put the cue ball, basically use the 8 ball and get the 3 balls in a straight line. Now he's playing 2 rails.
He's going to use the 9.
Yeah. Very effective.
I just get the feeling, Jose didn't sign up for this today. He's...
Jose's calling the 7 in the side, and I would need some ginormous odds on it, but Jose's not out of this yet.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, to say Jose's anywhere near, this is almost over. I feel bad for Jose. He's really, he had a couple of great opportunities.
No, he's got to play 3 rails. He's got to go 3 rails to get position on this. That was not an easy shot.
Oh.
Now,
but look who's getting the rolls.
Jose's going to make him shoot again.
Oh, that's true. Will Jose remember the rule?
Yeah, well, as soon as he looks at this and sees he's got to thin it 90 degrees to cut it in the side pocket.
No, he might not remember the rule at all. That happens sometimes with players.
Yeah, I know.
He might not think.
I think
he's
going to let him shoot again.
Give it to him.
Yeah.
He's going to give it to him. I've seen that happen where someone forgets that the ball was made, so they go ahead and address the shot, thinking, "What the hell am I going to do here?"
Yeah. Once you've done the mental energy of making the decision, even if you remember at the last second, you might still shoot it. So Efren's trying something magical here. Look at this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah, good shot, but he did get a little lucky there. He knows it. Oh.
Jose shakes his hand. And there we have the first match. Efren Reyes defeating Jose Parica in an outstanding display of cue ball control. We're going to get started with the second match coming right up. It'll be Ronnie Alcano and Shane Van Boening. Going to be a race to 9. And we are going to be joined with John Bertone and Barbara Lee. Are going to be coming in here to commentate this match for a little bit, and then I might pop back in. I want to thank you guys for watching POV Pool. Please share the link, the stream link, and let everybody know this is going on. There's still time to buy the pay-per-view. So we're going to have 2 more matches definitely, and then hopefully we'll have a little one pocket action after this. So thanks for joining us on POV Pool.